Good afternoon, everybody. Well, here we are, coming up on week 5. Hard to believe that we're already in the last days of this class. I wrote this in a response to the discussion about the hero's journey, but just in case you don't see it, let me tell you verbally, you've all done really some great work on the films. It's been a pleasure reading your insights and talking with you. You've all really zeroed in on what matters and found how these films connect, especially thematically. I really enjoyed the last readings from your work today. Good work. I really appreciate the effort that you've put into this. But now we turn to week 5. At the beginning of this course, the syllabus and my notes and maybe my attempt at this kind of face-to-face thing, I told you that this course is essentially about you. In most respects, you're the subject. Everything we do, everything we read, everything we look at, everything I ask you to write about, the questions, they're all really designed as prompts to help you think about who you are, what you believe, and how you live in the world. So the course is designed to prompt this kind of important self-assessment and reflection. And the last week of such a course is obviously going to be the same, or maybe a little bit more intense. You actually have less work to do, but it's really important work. So what's going to happen this week? Well, first of all, our discussion question, which has been posted in the discussion section of Moodle, is designed to help you do some big picture thinking, to step back from the course and all you've done and thought about and wonder about the impact, if any, all this work has been on you. You've been reading different sources, watching 3 films, writing about your life, mapping. What difference has all of this made in you or to you or for you? The 2 questions are prompts. The 2 questions that are posted there are prompts. Feel free to share whatever you think is important, but try to focus on responding to those 2 questions and to each other. The same is true about your final reflection paper. You're not reflecting on Anne Lamott or on a film this time. No, you're reflecting really here now, big picture on your life mapping. Over the last few weeks, you created a life events timeline. You've thought about your spirituality, thought about your relationships. Through these exercises, you've learned a great deal about your beliefs, your values, your relationships, and your spirituality, how you live in the world. Now is your opportunity to put it all together. Reflect critically on what you've learned and share, especially, what you're comfortable sharing. So write the syllabus calls for a 4 to 5 page, but 2 to 5, 3 to 5 probably be plenty. Personal reflection on your completed life map. Spend some time looking at it. What are the themes? What are patterns? What do you see there? The syllabus provides a set of prompts to help you with this paper, but they're only prompts. This is your assessment of your own journey. So write about your journey in the way you want to, in a way that you understand your life, or the way you want your life to be understood. By the way, this final week is also supposed to have a synchronous session. Since we haven't been able to make that happen at all during these 5 weeks, I've decided to forego it this final time as well. I'm also teaching in the traditional program at Warner, and we're moving into the final week of classes and then finals week. And I'm frankly running out of time and want to be able to do as much quality work with you and my other students as I can. While I've really missed the face-to-face discussion, I'm afraid I just couldn't make it happen and get everything else done and fit everybody's schedule together, including my own. I do, however, want to know your responses to the questions that we would talk about in that session. So as you're working on your life map reflection, I encourage you to also respond to the 5 questions that are listed in the syllabus. What surprised me? So I'm looking at all of this and reading all of this and thinking about myself. What surprised me? Or what has inspired me? Or what gave me life? Oh, this is good. I'm so glad I feel better about this than I thought. Or what was actually life-taking? Because life, as you know, is not always fun and games, and sometimes it's hard. Also want you to reflect on what did you learn about God and or yourself. That's like 3 questions. What did you learn about God? Maybe that's what you want to talk about. Or maybe, what did I learn about God and me? Maybe that's what you want to talk about. Or maybe you just want to talk about, what did I learn about myself? Third piece is a big piece. In many respects, it's the most important piece, and really is an effort to summarize all that we've done. It's the ontology project. Ontology is the big philosophical word that talks about being. It's the study of being. What is, what really matters, what's important. What do I base my life in? What do I think reality is in terms of myself? So this final project invites you to exercise your creative self. I'm not going to talk about this. There are lots of prompts in Moodle and the syllabus, so please pay attention to those questions. And I think they're thorough. I think they're fairly plain, but look now, don't wait, and ask your questions as soon as possible. Don't wait till the end and then wonder, oh, how am I going to get this all done? Finally, some of you have had some rough stuff this 5 weeks that we've been together, going on in your life, your family, and at home. And I've provided some grace, some extension for you to get the work done, because I really want you to do the work. I want you to encourage to get that in within the week following our last session. Sooner, of course, if possible. Don't make the mistake of waiting too long, and then you're caught up in your next class and we're out of time and I have to turn grades in. At any rate, I've enjoyed this ride with you. I hope it's been meaningful for you. I hope it's been helpful to you. Oh, and by the way, don't forget to do the online class assessment. It matters to me, it matters to the college and the program, and it matters to all of the students who follow you. Bless you. Looking forward to what you have to say and write, think, and be in this last week. Goodbye.